Don't I just have the best office in the world? Hi, I'm Krista Mentjox from the Global AgTech Ecosystem and Initiative of the Department of Primary Industries. We at DPI, we have the know-how, we have the experience in working in harsh conditions. And we know we have some of the best researchers and startups that the world has to offer. And that's why we're looking to them to solve some of the great initiatives and some of industry's biggest challenges. So why is DPI different? The New South Wales Department of Primary Industries in 2017 opportunity to help our dedicated primary industry researchers and businesses, entrepreneurs and founders. We saw that it was taking time for their research and business ideas to come to market, to see them really in the hands of users. We actually saw the ability to get out in the field was really important. Saw that there was a need to test their hypotheses, update these. Understood that they're looking for traction in the market, to put one academic hand business acumen as well, to have the agility in thinking and have partnerships with the private sector as well. In DPI, we actually saw the ability to move forward in each of these. So what makes us so special and so any other incubator in the world? Well, we actually have 4,000 acres of experimental land. We also, some of our researchers and industry and primary producers to design a program that was strictly to researchers, agriculture takes to 650 and technical staff who actually support. And we also know what we do. We have a portfolio over $500 million in R&D projects. And we're Australia's largest rural research provider. Sorry, that's a bit of a tongue twister for me, I know. So I hope you'll sit by that as well. We also knew that it was really important to partner with people in the industry because we actually put this together as a program and make it different without the help and support of industry partners. So we found partners in Hort Innovation, a grower-owned not-for-profit research and development corporation for Australia's horticultural industry. We also partnered with the Cotton RDC and Research and Development Corporation, which is CRDC, which delivers outcomes in cotton research, development and extension, RD&E, for the Australian cotton industry. And through these partnerships, our team are getting a deeper understanding of farmers and the industry that they're trying to serve. So not only researchers, but also our entrepreneur founders in the AgTech business world as well. We also partnered with Spark Labs Cultivate, which is a great initiative, an accelerator, which actually helps and provides a pathway. And it helps actually our businesses and our researchers and entrepreneurs see what's possible and what's out there. So we have the knowledge and we all sit together to actually invoke our industry and to challenge those assumptions and actually make those transformational change. At our core, DPI is here to help farmers and farming communities. So agriculture, it's been our knowledge and advice since 1890. Here at DPI, we hold New South Wales Biosecurities Collection, which holds over $100 of preserved scientific specimens dating back to the 1890. Imagine the possibilities, talking to us about the opportunities to work with this, to work with research scientists. And to this day, we continue our story of impact. We are so unique that we not only support researchers, but Australian agricultural entrepreneurs. We want to help them grow, but we want to help them become more sustainable, to be more impactful in the long term and create a transformational change in the industry. How do we actually do that? We create a program to move forward and work like this. Well, what we did is actually asked our users. We actually asked the people that were going to the program what we actually do. We wanted to blend not only the great work our research is doing, but we also wanted to bring entrepreneurs together and actually have them work side by side and actually leverage those benefits between the both. So what we wanted to do is put our researchers who have that deep knowledge in academic research and put them side by side to entrepreneurs and founders, develop a program which mutually both. On the one hand, we were looking at the rigour of the academic lens, from our researchers and our side and our long history of DPI of providing information to industry. But on the other hand, we also wanted to look to that agility, and we wanted to look to the future when we actually brought in our farmers and our farmer founders and entrepreneurs. We wanted to think differently. We wanted to bring in their innovation. We wanted to bring in their lens of looking to the future, to actually understanding those from the private sector, to get results which were actually more competitive, were more dynamic and more sustainable. And we wanted to have that ability to transform the industry in a way that we haven't seen before. How many programs actually enabled outside entrepreneurs or farmer founders or those in the AgTech to actually come and work side by side with DPI researchers? We also have the lens of two, like I said before. We have an extraordinarily amount of 26 research stations. We have an immense amount of land and capacity to actually hold research trials, to put that lens across it, to actually ask and get that testing. Because as the startup community becomes more competitive, people want that technical research. Your customers are becoming more informed. They want the trials to stand out from the crowd, and that's what we offer here at the Global AgTech ecosystem. So to give you a little bit of information, our farmers are not, and our farmer founders and entrepreneurs are not just off the farm. As you can see, we blend of those that are actually from the city. We have farmer founders in the city that actually dedicate their resolving industry's problems. People that are actually working in the system, which use, for example, our team such as Crop Count, which is using satellite imagery to combine information on the ground sampling to provide a consistent and accurate method for forecasting yield. They're actually working side with those in the land to those in the city. We also have our female founders and female farmers, which we also make sure that we actually put a big spotlight on those that are contributing to the industry. We actually looked at the industry in a way to change our program, to make it more dynamic, to bring people together. Now, traditionally, we brought everybody together to bring a solution, to bring them into the room. But in this age, we bring them digitally was just as dynamic. So we actually held very intense sessions where our farmers and our founders and our entrepreneurs and our researchers worked side by side. They contributed on a daily basis, and they also commented on those that were founders, and our researchers helped support them as well. We looked at integrating systems on how we could actually connect those in the bush with those in the city to solve those big problems. We connected our focus with also our partners to make sure that we were looking at industry to understand what was out there, what did the future look like, and how could we actually change that as well. Our scorecard is looking great. So for 2019, as you can see, we've contributed to the industry, but we continue to want to contribute to the ecosystem as well. We want to help across the board, and that's why we're here, not only as a body, but we want to work within our ecosystem to help and support those in the agricultural space. Now, agriculture is just not limited to those wheat farms that you see. We also have our biosecurities, fisheries, agriculture, and non-traditional methodology to actually help and understand how we can help primary industries as a whole. We looked at different assessments. So some of the examples are different assessors, which is our 3D cattle assessed by DPI, which is actually using objective measurements to move forward. We're looking at in-field diagnostic kits, which is from DPI, but also external companies are actually moving into this space as well. And what we're doing, yep. We also have, the world is all towards Australia as well for a solution. We also have our amazing agribusinesses, which have the high quality researchers within and a growing system, which is meeting to raise the challenge. We also have our virtual demo day, where our cohorts are coming together to actually showcase what's happening. We're actually looking towards the future to actually solve and partner with people. And our virtual gateway day is a great way to invite industry, the public, and future entrepreneurs or those that are looking to get into the program to actually come forward as well. We understand actually how, so we actually now have our GATE virtual. So rather than being face-to-face, we've done an initiative where anybody can actually join us. They can actually meet our farmer founders, they can actually meet our entrepreneurs and also our DPI researchers in one area. And that's actually happening next month, so next week. So it would be good to actually have you on board. I heard a part of our system that if you want to go fast, you go alone. But if you want to go far, we do that together. We all know that the challenges in the coming decades on food, and that's why we wanted to look together for a program on how we can actually solve our food problems for the future. We wanted to look at satisfying growing needs and be more informed. So Australia is looking for the solution, and we hope here at DPI that we've provided an alternative where researchers can actually come together, where we can help you stand out from the crowd to undertake a great program to build your business, to solve industry problems in the primary industry area, to produce trials in line with our DPI researchers, to be stand out from the crowd, to not be a normal you actually just have to come in that date and you end on another day. We try to make the program as dynamic as possible, to start and finish when you can need support, to also help blend our DPI researchers to learn from you, the entrepreneurs in the community, the founders. And we wanted to bring those benefits to both people. So if you'd like to join us on the journey, please do so. Our registrations are open now for our next year's cohort in 2021, and we do hope that you will join us and bring your business results that are more competitive, more dynamic, more sustainable and more impactful, and changing primary industries for the people of New South Wales in a way that has never been done before. So what I wanted to do next was actually just flip very quickly to another video, and then I'm going to take some questions that have actually come through. So if it's okay, if we just throw to the next video to show you a little bit about our GATE Virtual 2020, that would be great. Perfect. Thank you so much for that. I love the support team. Thank you so much. They're always on the... So I just wanted to check in if there was any chats that have actually come through. I can't actually see any moment. I know I spoke a little bit faster than what I should because everybody's a little when they're in front of the camera. So I'm not sure if there's no questions that are coming through, then we'll just kind of hang out. Oh, thanks, Patty. Hopefully feel free to contact me or reach out at any time. Is this open? Absolutely. So question 3, is the event open for founder dates? Absolutely. In this year's cohort, we did have other founders as well. And what we actually did is we supported them through, and you'll see them in their teams, so which is great. Please do apply. Do entrepreneurs come to you for asking for opportunities to license your IP? Absolutely, and that's my other half of my job. So you can certainly reach out to DPI to have a look at what we've got in our back catalogues and how you can actually use it. That's what I'm actually here for. So please don't hesitate to reach out to me directly. You can find me on LinkedIn. You can also search on the GATE website, which is just the GATE at dpi.nsw.gov.au, and you can reach out to me directly via that. My own email address, which I'm happy to give out, which is just my first name dot last name at dpi.nsw.gov.au as well. So we're really happy to certainly work towards that as well. How far progressed is the concept of carbon farming? Well, that's a whole other topic, Jonathan. So that will take more than my 2 minutes 30. But I am really happy to actually share that with you. If you wanted to reach out to me separately, we can certainly give you some insights of what that actually looks like as well. Have you got an example of where an entrepreneur your IP and it will 6WJ? Now they're coming through, sorry. Have we got an example? We actually have a number of examples on our GATE website of what we actually do and how we actually license our IP. It depends on what your measure of success is. So our measure of success is actually putting our research into the hands of users. And we see that as an extension of what that means. So it doesn't necessarily mean monetary is successful for us. It can also be that our research is actually being used on a day-to-day basis. And that can be from increasing yield and productivity systems to an actual variety, a seed variety. It can also go through in terms of our diagnostic services as well. So it's quite far-reaching, if that's what you mean, but very happy to explain it as well. Any other questions that are coming through? I just got another question that came through via LinkedIn, which is, when is your program open? The program is actually flexible. When we open, we're taking registrations now. What we try and do is, rather than working in a program that's traditionally 6 months, we also work with our founders and our researchers as well. So if there's some area of expertise that you would like to link in with DPI, then we're really happy to work with you in when our program starts and when our program finishes. We try and work over a 6-month cycle, and we try and connect as many founders and researchers together. But if that doesn't work, then what we try and do is bring you together all at once, at least 4 times throughout the program, so that you can actually learn from each other, share research results and research trials, or talk about how you'd actually like to do this moving forward. We also work on a program basis where we look at the most impactful results and how we can actually transfer them in the markets for us as well. Well, that's about it, all I've got for today. If you'd like to reach out to me, please do so on LinkedIn, or like I said, at the GATE website. I do hope you can join us for our GATE Virtual 2020. We also have a great panel that will be speaking, but I look forward to connecting with you soon. And thanks so much for your time this afternoon. I really appreciate it, and I hope to see you next year, maybe in our program. Thanks.